Sanford Stadium in Athens. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Georgia Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Culliver. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Rush right in his face. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And wings it incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
And this defense has forced a couple of incompletions, and now with a chance to get off the field on 3rd and 10. Rush is on. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
On the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks out just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. From the gun, looking for a man. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Kane. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
The Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Racing to the right. Touchdown Seminoles. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end getting vertical. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game. Georgia going up tempo. Quick give. It's Frazier. And they swarm him under. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Powers inside. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Dogs are moving quickly down the field.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
He's past the marker. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Here's a give to Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Frazier. Stopped right there.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Touchdown, Dogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles Bengals offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Left side is Lopez. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
From the gun, it's Croma. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Their offseason just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like, first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Dogs want to move quickly. He's looking to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
They want to fight this one in a phone booth. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd and goal. They'll run with Nate Frazier. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
This defense impresses me. When they're in short yardage situations or when they're in goal line situations, they just seem to play tougher. They just seem to play better. They've got guys that get after the football, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Instead of trying to just take the lead with a field goal, they'll leave the offense out there to try to punch in the touchdown. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
On the move, it's Croma. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
Well, the slot receiver's running the in route there, and he does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense right over the middle of the field.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Chroma. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Right side, it's Singleton. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The run inside. It's Chroma.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
And the Noles decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail the...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after them.
After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. And the Dogs will hustle to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got the back in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly.
Oh, they faked it, snapped it to the up man. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
They'll give to Frazier. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Wants to throw on first. Fires to the right. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
Long way to go on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Wants to throw on third down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Touchdown, Georgia! He got a step and just dusted the field. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. Searching for space. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive...
Right down the middle. He's at the tip. Touchdown, Bulldog. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They send the tight end in motion. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll pull it down. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Complete to the right. Open spaces. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Complete to the left.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
FSU calling it 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. That's caught. It's Lopez. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Fires to the tight end. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Drops back on first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's at the touchdown Bulldog. The defense putting points on the board.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Fresh set of downs going up top. Look out! And he gets rid of it.
And this just hasn't been his day, man. He's already thrown some interceptions and leaving the ball short, like just not getting to his receiver. He's got to do something to change the mojo up, because right now he's not playing well, and at this rate, he might be going to the pine.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. A strike downfield. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Fresh setter downs going to the air. That's caught. It's Lopez. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with Old Dominion, taking on the number 23 team, the Louisville Cardinals.
He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback.
And it's the Monarchs sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in. Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Motion from the back. Second down, gonna throw it. Going for it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Flip it out to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You know, swing passes to the running back oftentimes are like an extension of the running game. That's like a sweep, but give the defense a ton of credit. The speed to be able to pursue and get to the football is why they've now set up fourth down. How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Out wide right, it's Thomas. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Running to the left. Breaks into the open. Got the first down. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Noles just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete on the right side. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Takes a shot at the end zone. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
And at this point in the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Got to make the play on 4th. Looking down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Motion from the wideout. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And as he throws, lucky to get it off.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Punt is on its way. Hauls it in at the 25. He's got great speed. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Complete downfield. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
On the return, it's Phillips. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Making the adjustment on the play. Second down, gonna throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff for Frazier. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Frazier again. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
He makes the catch at the 10. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. So the last couple of possessions trying to put together a rally, but is it too little too late? Finds his target.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Wants to throw on first. Out wide left, it's Lopez. Makes the grab in their space. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Drops back on first down. Finds the tight end. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you've just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
They just keep firing. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Max got it on the screen. There he goes. The tag. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. That's his 3rd score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think...
Makes a grab and room to run. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together. Maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
3rd down play from the gun. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Dogs!
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Offense in a bunch formation. They give it to him again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Miles is way ahead. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Under pressure. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. Ready to fire from the pistol. Here's a give to Frazier. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Frazier again. And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is over.